Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I've never been on a talk show program before.
Oh, well, this is a good place to start. Because I'm the best. People like it when I act like an ass. Now, first of all, I've known you for a little while because you've been writing up at Saturday Night Live, doing a great job. Then you get this Weekend Update gig.
Yeah.
And you've been doing great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so
much. You really
much.
like it.
I do like it.
You enjoy it.
I do
And you're
enjoy
the first, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're the first woman to host Update since Jane Curtin. Is that right?
I don't. I
Oh,
think
no, that's
actually
not right.
Mary Gross did it
Mary
somewhere
Gross did
in the interim.
Right.
Oh, actually, in like Yale. Actually, you're like way wrong.
There have been 65 women. In fact, it's
women.
Mostly been women. They got to get a guy in there sometime. No, but it's a rare occurrence, and you actually use Jane Curtin's, right?
Yes.
You borrow her
Jimmy
old.
and I do with Jimmy Fallon too.
Right.
Which he's cute, right?
Yeah.
I know. He's
Oh,
here.
yeah.
He's here somewhere. Look around.
Yeah, he ran through the studio.
He did.
The other day.
Yeah, we use Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd's original tagline from the second year when they say "Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow." And I think maybe Chevy Chase said it too. And I'm really glad that we did because we felt like all this pressure to come up with a new cool tagline, and we were just like the week before the first show, we were really sweating it. Like we were trying
With it, what were you coming up with?
Like Jimmy really wanted to end the segment saying like, "That's Weekend Update, yo quiero taco news." I was like, "Oh no, brother."
Yeah, he should be beaten for that.
Yeah, we tried. I'm Tina Fey, and I'd rather be shopping. That didn't work so good.
You have a good editing process, though. You know to throw these things away. That's the important thing.
Yes. So
Now-
we went old school. We kept it plain.
Exciting. You're engaged. Is that right?
Yes, I am going to be married.
Who is the lucky fella?
His name is Jeff Richmond, and I know him from Chicago. He's a director at the Second City in Chicago, but he lives here now, and he's an actor. And he actually has done a few bits on your show.
Someone said he was here recently. I did not meet him, but he did a bit here on the show.
He did bits on the show. It's funny because he doesn't really like for me to be the only breadwinner sort of in our little family. So he likes to work and have his own money because he's very, very big sense of pride and a lot of dignity.
That's
so
a
he
good thing.
does bits on your show sometime.
And he did. Someone said he did one this week.
Yeah, I did one this week.
Do we have that? I want to take a look at see who you're getting
This is who
hitched
I'm
to.
marrying.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at this.
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, genital warts, herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2.
Okay. That's really him. Okay.
That's
Now-
not a joke. Me and him is gonna make a baby someday.
You're gonna have a baby with that
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna make a baby with that man.
Now, I want to ask you something. I'm hosting Saturday Night Live in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and I'm curious. I know that I used to work there years ago, and it's tricky, trying to figure out how to make the host happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's going to be really, because we meet with the hosts on Monday. They come in and we pitch them our ideas. And a lot of times, you don't really know what you're going to really write on Monday, and you kind of lie to the host, which is going to be impossible with you because you're going to know our lies. If we're like, you're a hat salesman who's afraid of hats, like you're going to know that's a total lie. And so,
Or not a lie, just not a good
Just not a
idea.
good idea.
Yeah. Although, because we only use the best ideas here, as you can see. Just look at our Cupid sketch, for example.
that Cupid sketch, I hope that'll be recurring.
Oh yeah, it'll be back.
So yeah, you have to pitch to the host, and usually they just sort of say, okay, whatever. But occasionally they'll shoot you down in the meeting, and then you're sort of like, oh, like. One time I was pitching to Garth Brooks, the country singer Garth Brooks, and I said I was kind of lying at it, and I was like, I thought maybe you play like a singing cowboy, and he's like, yeah, I don't really want to play a singing cowboy. I was like, oh, okay.
He was like, I don't want to play a cowboy at all. Well, he's wearing a cowboy
like a
hat.
Huge cowboy hat.
And cowboy, yeah, that's not my thing.
Holding a mule on a rope. And I'm not into that.
Yeah, it's
So,
not my thing.
Yeah, he didn't want to play cowboy, so I kind of was like insulted by that. And I remember I purposely, I was like, I'll show him. I tried to write a scene to like purposely embarrass him in the read-throw.
I can't wait to host this show.
Yeah, so please.
Yeah.
But so I wrote this scene where he played an old French prostitute. And so like that's as far away from cowboy as you can get, right?
Yeah.
And he did it, and he did a good job, and we ended up doing it on the show.
I know that's a big part of his image now on tour.
He does that on tour, and it just shows that it's good to try to humiliate people.
Well, good for you. Now, speaking of humiliation, you love the scandals. If you're doing Update, you must love You love
You
scandal.
long
right?
for things to happen, yeah.
For things to go wrong.
Yes.
Are there any scandals that you're just really wishing would happen so that you can have good update jokes?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to think of what is going to top the last. You're never going to top Clinton. You're never going to top this
Clinton
crazy
will never.
election.
No one should even try. That's
I
a
mean-
record. That whole scandal. No one should ever try.
The
and
only
do better
person that
than
could ever top Clinton is Clinton. Like
Right.
if Clinton, gets a reach around from Bigfoot. Like it's never going to get any crazier than Clinton himself.
Now that image is in my head for the whole weekend. Clinton going like, "Come on, Bigfoot." Bigfoot.
I never touched Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, nah.
Bigfoot is imaginary. Bush and Cheney, they're not going to do it. What are they going to do? Bush, Cheney, and Macy Gray love triangle. It's not going to happen. There's
It
never
could happen. You never know. You just never know. You never know. Something good's going to
They
happen.
could turn out to be robots.
Okay.
They could come out one day and just screw off a big robot head.
Right,
I don't
right.
know.
You don't think it's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be a slow 12 years.
Wow. And I guess they'll change the Constitution in there somewhere.
That would be a scandal.
Yeah, that's a scandal. Well, this weekend, Saturday Night Live has Sean Hayes
Yeah.
from Will and Grace and musical guest Shaggy.
Yes.
So check that show out. Hey, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank
you. Tina Fey, everybody. Greg Gurman coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.